Hi, this is Don Crowther with a video about how to get new traffic to old blog posts. One of the things you need to understand if you're going to be a successful blogger is that just because a blog post is old doesn't mean that it has to die. You can breathe new life and youthfulness into your post by doing a few very simple things. One of my favorite is what I call a best of page. This is a page listing maybe 5 to 8 of the best posts that you've written. Each one of them has a linked title, which you obviously want to make keyword rich so the search engines pick up those links, and a 2 to 3 sentence description for that particular post. There's a bunch of different best of kinds of pages, and I use best of as sort of a generic term. You can call it all kinds of different terms, but and they don't always have to be best of. So it could be maybe the best post of the day, of the month, of the week. Maybe it's the most read posts during a period of time. Maybe it's the best of on a particular subject. Maybe it's my favorite posts, which may be the ones that aren't really the best about anything. They're just ones that you really, really liked. Maybe they're the most commented on posts. Here's one of my favorites, hidden gems. So maybe the most underrated or the least viewed pages. So go through and look at your analytics, but instead of looking at the top pages, look at the bottom ones and go through those and pull out the ones that you really thought were really good when you wrote them. But for some reason, they just didn't seem to work and not a lot of people read them, and create a hidden gems page. Maybe you do 5 tips on a subject, with each one of those being a descriptive link to a page that describes those tips. Maybe it's most linked to pages. So go do a little bit of link analysis and look at pages that other people are linking to. Maybe it's top videos. So if you embed videos into your blog posts, here are the videos that have received the most views of those. Now, so those are just a few of the best of pages. You can think of lots of different ones. And as soon as you start going down this path, I bet you that you can create a list of 10 to 20 different best of pages that you could create with very little work that could all of a sudden start resurrecting a bunch of those old dead blog posts. Next tip to get your pages back into the search engines and back into activity is to upgrade them. Bring a post up to date. Add some additional tips. Add some pictures. Do something to make it more worth reading. That can give it a new life in and of itself. Next, add video. Go back and create a video about that particular subject and embed it into your blog posts. That alone tends to increase your search engine rankings and can get a significantly higher level of attention to that blog post. Next is to build internal links. So go through your existing blog post, or when you write new blog posts, just before you publish it, go through and think, is there anything here in this particular blog post that I could link to some past blog posts in that? You're then building some links as well as driving traffic who are interested in that particular subject to go back and read some of those past blog posts. So you can do that both with new blog posts as well as you can have somebody go back through your old blog posts and do some of that cross-linking. Now, I wouldn't do hundreds of these. I wouldn't do more than 2 or 3 links per page, but it seems to make a lot of sense when you do that because it tells people, hey, there's more to read here about these things. Next is to get some off-site links. There are lots of different ways that you can do that. You can go write a guest blog post and link into one of these articles. You can write an article, post it someplace, and link to that. There's lots of different ways that you can do this. I don't need to go through that in this particular video. Hey, why not promote your old blog post in addition to your new blog post? So tweet about them, Facebook them, social bookmark them, and so that people have, because you're always getting new audiences, you're always getting people who have forgotten that they read this a year ago, 3 months ago, whatever. Go ahead, retweet it again, Facebook it again so that people go back and watch it. And then one of the real key ones that I strongly recommend that you do is that you email your list about it. So email a description of and a link to that particular blog post to your opt-in email list, because in doing that, what you will then do is drive a significant number of people to that blog post, which will then get incoming links, get comments, get all kinds of things you weren't getting before, and that will definitely give it a new life. Bunch of tips here. The key is make sure that you are constantly working to keep your old work alive. And so you're making a small asset into a huge asset by getting lots of consistent traffic to your old blog post. This is Don Crowther. Just go do this stuff. Hi, this is Don again with a special offer just for you. If you would like to get more free social media and internet marketing tips just like this, visit www.doncrowther.com and sign up for the free newsletter there. It's doncrowther.com. Just go do this stuff.